Hey, how's it going guys? Matt here from the Toasty Bros and I'm here with another video. Today we're going to be checking out some performance numbers from the Call of Duty World War II beta. Now this beta does go through until October 2nd. Depending on when this video is released, the beta might already be over, but it was a free public beta for everyone to test out. And what I decided to do was test this game with two systems. One, my personal rig featuring a GTX 1080 and a Ryzen 7 1700 and 16GB of DDR4 RAM, and a ultra budget PC featuring an i5 2400, 8GB of DDR3 RAM, and a GTX 1050 to give you all a good idea of what kind of performance numbers you can get from a high-end machine running at 3440 by 1440 on my new Pixio 100Hz display. If you haven't seen that review, hit the ad in the top right corner to check that video out. And also my ultra budget rig at 1080p with medium to low settings and the main PC being totally cranked out. So how about we just get right into those performance numbers, shall we? So I took all these benchmarks using Shadow Play and didn't really get any min, max, or average numbers because I was having issues with fraps working with this game. But what I did was get MSI Afterburner with Riva Tuner to show how well this game actually utilizes all the cores, the GPU, and the RAM, and see a kind of broader picture into if this game is really well optimized for PC. As far as the Steam reviews go, it really didn't look like it was, but from my experience, it did perform quite well, so let's talk about it. First up with my personal rig, as I mentioned, it is rocking a GTX 1080, Ryzen 7 1700 overclocked to 3.7 GHz, and 16GB of DDR4 RAM at 2666 MHz. Now this PC is the best of the best PC. Well, besides the GTX 1080, you can always get a 1080 Ti and an 1800X or a 7700K, but regardless, this is a high-end machine, and we're going to be running it on my new 3440 by 1440 display. If you plan on using a GTX 1080 with something like a 1440p or 1080p display, you will see better performance numbers than in this video. But for my case, with totally maxed out settings within the settings that are provided, you can tell a constant over 60 FPS experience, most of the time in the 80s and 90s. At the very beginning of the game, there was some stuttering that was kind of odd, but eventually it leveled itself out. I'm guessing that has to do with the game loading in, the map itself loading up, but over time I think it built like a cache and it really didn't have that sort of issue anymore. And the gameplay experience was really awesome. I actually quite enjoyed playing this game. This Call of Duty seems to be quite interesting compared to other ones in the past, even though for some reason there are red dot sights in a World War II game, but I'm not going to get into that. This is a performance-based video, and as far as my personal rig goes, with max settings at 1080p, it looks very good. Now for that budget system, I went ahead and went with the automatic default recommended settings, which was a mixture of low to medium settings at 1080p, and the game performed very well. I could have cranked it up a little bit if I wanted to, but I was getting a constant 80 plus FPS experience, roughly around 70 sometimes, and enjoying the game very much at 1080p. The visual qualities aren't the greatest in the world, but this GTX 1050 and i5 2400 combo, which you can get together at sub $300 most of the time if you look around well enough, can still play modern titles, especially with this new game that I know a lot of people might want to play on PC, especially with the new Zombies mod that's pretty hyped up and just a new World War based Call of Duty. It does bring a lot of excitement, especially on PC, where you can play a bunch of other titles as well and transition away from the console and be able to get all the benefits of a PC while playing your favorite Call of Duty franchise. But I guess I'm going to end this video right here with a little bit of side-by-side gameplay for the rest of the way so you all can see exactly how well the gameplay goes and performs. And if you like this video, leave a like down below and comment what you think. If you haven't already, subscribe for more content from the Toasty Bros. Follow us on Twitter, join our Discord community. All links located in the description down below. And I hope to see you all in the next one, guys. Let me know what you think. Did you play the COD beta? Did you like it? Do you have any expectation to actually buy it, or have you pre-ordered it? Be sure to comment down below. I'll be looking forward to your comments.